What up, fam? Welcome to the channel, man. This is something new that I'm bringing to you guys. Since we're on lockdown, we're on quarantine right now, decided, I need to go talk to my peoples, man. Check in on my people, see how they're doing. So this is called In the Crib, where I'm interviewing some of South Bend's hottest and up-and-coming artists. And first up, had to call my sister, Micki Miller, man. I've known her for a few years now, and she's really out here doing her thing. So sit back, relax, put your feet up. Here's my one-on-one with Micki Miller.
What's
South
good?
Bend's on. What's happening, man? We ain't done this in a minute, yo.
It's been a very long time.
It's been
I
a.
miss you.
I missed you too, man. How's everything going out there?
Everything is good. Obviously, everything that's going on in the world is crazy, but
Right.
we are all good. Like my family is here. We're all healthy and just taking it easy, staying out the way. I always say I'm staying out the way, but even more so now, like I'm just at home and enjoying the time that is kind of slow motion for me right now. So
Right. So what you been doing? What you been up to? You been working? You been in the lab? What's good?
I moved like a little setup home and I've been kind of working here and there on some features and stuff, but I'm also working on a couple projects. The first like 2 weeks of quarantine though, I like didn't do anything at all. I just chilled and like watched Netflix and spent time with the kids. Like I just needed like a minute to kind of like slow my mind down because I'm always going, like I'm constantly going. So for
Right.
me, I needed a minute to like just kind of I needed a minute to like figure out first of all what was going on in the world. It was like craziness for a minute.
Crazy.
All these, deaths and everything, all the news that was coming out. We didn't really know what was going on. So I needed a minute just to kind of like figure out what was going on with that. And then I just needed a minute to breathe and chill out and relax. And so now I'm getting back in the groove of working. Like I've been recording vocals this week and just trying to get caught up on some work that I need to get done. But other than that, like I'm taking it easy. I don't want to be like over productive during this time because I feel like that's what I'm doing every day of my life anyway. So
Right. No, I
yeah.
feel you. Like we've been shut down at the station. The weekend shows have been shut down at the station for like 2, 3 weeks now, and I feel like it was much needed for me because you know me, I'm always on the go too. Like I got my
Mhm.
full-time job. I'm doing the YouTube stuff. Got the family
Yeah.
here, so it was like these past 2, 3 weeks. I was like, okay, it's cool to unplug. I'm not up late night Friday nights trying to get my show going. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I feel the same way, man. Like the past couple of weeks, I really unplugged, took a step back, reevaluated some stuff, which has been crazy. But at the same time, I was like, up here, I'm just cooking. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Oh
trying to come.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. My mind is always constantly creating, like even in the process of me not working, I've sat and had different creative conversations about
Yeah,
different things that I plan to do. And I have like so much in my mind sometimes that I kind of did need like a minute, like you said, to just kind of chill and kind of be able to process everything. And I needed to spend time with my kids too, because they're in school most of the day. I'm working
right.
during the day. When I pick them up, it's like we're in a routine all the time. So to
Yep.
have a minute to just be able to lay back and watch movies and chill. And I feel like it's actually gotten me closer with them. So that's an advantage as well as having to slow down, in life or whatever.
You've also been getting like mad shout outs here lately. I've noticed, ma'am. Again, it's been a minute since we talked, but let's go down the list. Taraji has shouted you out. Uh,
Man,
DJ Jazzy Jeff, Quest Love. What does that mean to you, man? How does that make you feel?
man, I really can't explain the way that it makes me feel. I'm a fan. Like from before they were shouting me out, like I've been a fan of these people. So I think it hits a lot different when it's somebody you actually like look up to and you've like been inspired by. Like even with Taraji, like when it happened, people were hitting me like, we know how much you love Taraji. Like everybody that's close to me knows like I'm a
Right.
diehard Taraji fan. So it was kind of like it's just crazy how God works because to be, somewhat of a light or inspiration to people that inspire you, it just feels different. Like it's a different feeling and it doesn't take away from other people that have shown me love. But when it's people that you genuinely like grew up like really looking up to and listening to, DJ Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith and the Roots and watching Jimmy Fallon and being
Yeah.
so inspired by these people, and then all of a sudden they're like showing you love, that's just like I feel like I'm forever indebted to them because they really opened up a door for me and kind of put me on a pedestal where people kind of had an opportunity to find out who I was, who probably never would have heard of me if it wasn't for their platforms and them using them to kind of like shout me out. So I'm like forever grateful for them, forever grateful for them.
Like, we definitely text when Taraji shouted you out.
Yeah,
I
man,
definitely hit you, was like, hey, yo.
Dude, like it was crazy. Low key, I didn't even see her post because she didn't know like me. She just posted my music. She didn't tag me.
And then she came to your show too, right?
Yeah, but even before that, like she didn't tag me in the post. She just posted like a screenshot of what she was listening to. So I got on Instagram and someone commented on one of my posts and was like, I haven't stopped listening to you since Taraji posted you. Damn. And I like looked at it and was like, what? What are you talking about? So I went to her page, and by then, like one of my good friends, Brick Liam, he had posted like my name in the comments, and I was just like, oh my, like I screenshotted it and sent it to like my siblings, like what the heck is going, like what is this? Crazy. Crazy, like she's listening to my music. And from there, yeah, she ended up coming to a show. Like she's shown me love like multiple times, like on multiple occasions, she's shown me love and supported me. And I just think it's so dope to have like Black women or a Black woman that I look up to and that has kind of like had a story that's inspired me to show me love, like, and take time out of her busy schedule to like come to a show and like dance and sing. And she knows my music. Like that's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Like I just, every time I think about it, I just have a feeling of gratitude because it's like, you just never know. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what, you know, when I was making this music, I didn't think like that. Like I was just making music because I enjoy it. Like we like making music. We like being in the studio, but you just never know what that one piece of effort will do and who will hear or see you or, you know, so it's just super crazy. Like every day it's like I'm living a dream. For real.
That's dope, man. So, you know, I like to ask artists what they're listening to right now, what gets them motivated. So what's on your playlist? What is Micki listening to right now?
So like, honestly, when I'm working on music, I have this rule that I don't listen to music. And I like was just telling someone this the other day, I feel so out of touch because I haven't listened to a lot of new music that has dropped because it's very hard for me to like really digest it the way I want to while I'm working on music. And then I don't want to be working on my stuff and like unknowingly emulate something that I heard and something I like. So for me right now, I haven't been listening to a ton of music, but like my very favorite artist right now is Lucky Day. Like I love Lucky Day. I take a break from that not listening to music for him all the time. I love Anderson .Paak. Like, you know, it's so much music I listen to all the time, just at random, but those two right now are like two of my favorite artists. I really enjoy. Like I enjoy their vibes. They're very crazy.
So what would be one of your dream collabs? Like if you could work with somebody right now, it don't matter like, you know,
no matter who it is.
No matter who it is, who would be your dream collab?
If I could choose today and it was like a dream, I would say Jay-Z. Because as I guess that's like I have such an admiration for Jay-Z on like the music level, but as a businessman and just a family man, I just admire him just in general in totality. But if it weren't for the music and just wanting to collaborate with his brain and learn and, you know, kind of like hear his stories and his wisdom, I would say Drake. Between Drake and Jay-Z, because I feel like they don't miss.
At all.
Yeah, they don't miss. Like, you know, and Jay's like, like he's doing this like he's started. He's still great. But like Drake, it's hard to deny the fact that he doesn't really miss. Even if you don't like a song or it's not your favorite song,
still
like you gotta think he's still young. Like
me and the wife were talking the other day. He probably did the smartest thing last week by dropping that whatever the Tootsie Shuffle or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Bro, he saw that, oh, okay, folks are dancing on TikTok. Let me give them a dance so they can put this on TikTok. And now that song is everywhere, yo.
Yeah, I just think I love the way he writes. I love the way he sings over stuff. And even like the stuff that he doesn't write, his execution of it is incredible. Like you can't deny the fact that he's constantly putting out hits. I just feel like it would be very fun to like incorporate my musicality with some of the stuff that he does. I think that would be super sick.
I'm glad you brought that up. Talk about your musicality. Like, so I see it, and I see you as, you know, you're an amazing piano player. Amazing. And but I think people don't realize that you produce as well, though. Like,
yeah, like I produce most of my music. Like I only have like one song out that well, maybe on SoundCloud I might have another, but
because you did my beat.
Yeah, like that's like really my favorite thing to do. Like people don't know that, but like producing is what I enjoy most. And that's just because it's like what flows easiest for me. Like I can sit down and make tracks and beats all day long. Like it's fun, it's freeing, it's an escape for me. Singing is probably like my least favorite thing to do, but I like the role of an artist because I'm able to kind of paint my own picture that I probably wouldn't do when working with, you know, another artist or being hired to work with another artist. So it's like being an artist myself gives me an opportunity to kind of like venture out and be experimental with my sound. But production is just, I like, that's going to be my go-to. I feel like I'll retire in producing.
I mean, listen, yo,
composing music.
I still get people hitting me up about that my show open that you did with that you had with Bill and B Frazier. Like, do you realize how long? I was about to say, do you realize how long ago that was, though, man? Like that was
a long time ago. See, I low-key pulled up that session not too long ago because I was going through like an old hard drive, but like that was a very long time ago.
Man, I mean, he'll be 10 in November, so that had to be about 7-8 years ago.
How long has it been since you moved? Like you've been gone for a minute too. I feel like a nice little minute.
I feel like it's been 5 years, 6 years, something like that. Which is crazy to think about. I was only out there for like 2 years. 2 years. Crazy. Like
you got stuck with us forever.
So what's going on? When can we expect new music? What's the plan, man? Listen, I'm sitting back like I was just going through iTunes and I was like, damn, Nick, like I need something, man. I need something.
No, like people have been reaching out to me and DMing me like, we just need like 3 songs. And I'm like, I have a lot of music, but I think I feel like for a period of time, I was just throwing out so much music that I'm just kind of trying to let people digest what is out at the same time as I've become a bit of a perfectionist and wanting things to be, you know, a certain way. And, but in that, like, I think I will probably drop something very soon. I'm working on something like really, really dope with an artist that I am a huge fan of that will be coming out later on. I might drop something during the quarantine. Everybody's dropping something. Everybody's going live. Everybody's doing a concert. Like, I'm just like, it's just a lot, and it's great. Like I've gotten to see some of my favorite artists. I just watched Erykah Badu's concert series she did. I'm like, it's amazing, but I don't know if I'm needed. You know, I'm just like, it's just a lot. So I don't feel like I need to do.
You're needed.
No, like I'm chilling. Like we had so many plans. Like even me and Jesus, we were talking about some different things we wanted to do this year. And like the week before this whole quarantine situation happened, we sat down, we had like a little creative meeting at the studio. We had all these plans, and it's just like, immediately it was like, everything is shut down. So like, I think right now I'm a creative person. So like, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do things, and not necessarily like if I'm going to do it. I'm pretty sure I'll probably end up doing some stuff, maybe do a concert. But I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. And then also staying focused on like music. Cause I feel like I'm behind on a couple of releases, and I really want to make sure I stay focused on that as well. So, you know, I'm chilling though right now. I'm probably chilling too much. Like I'm probably enjoying my time a little too much, for real. Like,
listen, I told you before, man, I am a huge fan. I'm still playing all the music. Summertime Shy is my favorite because
you're on it.
Because your boy is on it.
You already know. What's up? We gotta do a part 2.
Listen, man, anytime you need me, you know I'm a phone call away. But like I think in this time, in this quarantine time, it's cool to see everybody kind of come together. You know what I mean? Like it's dope. Like we were here last night and DJ D Nice was live, and it was dope
Oh,
to
yeah.
see everybody in his chat. You know what I mean? And then he went live with Issa Rae, and then you could jump out of his Questlove is live, and you can see everybody in his chat.
And DJ Jazzy Jeff just did a dope one today at like 3.
Yeah.
He did earlier today. So it's crazy. It's amazing. And I think that I've been enjoying all of that so much that I'm just like, you know, I really don't like to be in front of the camera like that anyway.
Right.
Not like, I don't want all the attention on me. Like, I'm super like,
In the cut.
I'm good. Like, yeah, I'm good on it. So to be able to be home and like sit and watch D Nice's thing, the one day that he went for like 9 hours, I probably watched a good 5 hours of it. Not even joke. Like, I literally probably was dancing around my house for about 5 hours of that.
No lie. Last night he did like an old school set. I had the speaker hooked up. We were all dancing around the house, man. He played Prince. I shut the whole house down. I was like,
yeah, listen, I did the same thing. I literally put my phone into the speakers. I had Yana, like I had to listen, we were all enjoying it. And I believe in that. It's kind of made me feel like, man, like I don't really feel the need to do anything. Like it's so much good content out there. Like everything is so like, it's incredible. Like Lord Finesse is another DJ that I enjoy watching his DJ lives, DJ Scratch, like all these different DJs that I've had like the pleasure of like being exposed to through like DJ Jazzy Jeff and his playlist retreat. All these different amazing artists are going live. Like I'm experiencing, even Erykah Badu's concert series is just like, next level. She's got like the different scenes and the she's like, so it's like it's for me, I'm just kind of soaking up all the inspiration because I feel like I want to do something dope too, and I want to make sure that, you know, it doesn't get lost in the sauce because there's some crazy killing stuff out here right now. So
but as a fan, I'm gonna tell you, we would love to hear. So I know you got some vault stuff. Like don't play. I know you got some stuff hidden in the vault. Just go and put on a mixtape.
The stuff that's in the vault is like, that's with me being a perfectionist. Like it's old to me. So sometimes I have to remember that it's not old to you guys. Like, but I definitely am a hoarder when it comes to music. I will hoard music because I'm just like, it's not ready yet. It's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous.
Now, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up because I know you're a busy woman. You got stuff to do.
Yeah, right. We all quarantined. We ain't got nothing.
Bro, listen. My mom, hold on. My mom texted me and she was like, "Yo, do you guys want to come to the house tonight and dye some eggs for Easter?" I was like,
"Come on, eggs."
I was like, I don't know if I want to leave the house, Mom. I'm like, good. Okay, maybe.
That like tomorrow, my mom says she cooked and she's making like to-go pans for each household. I was like, listen, come on.
I appreciate you, Mom.
Come get a whole pan and I could take it home. I was like, and it's her birthday tomorrow. I'm like, dang, it's your birthday and you're like cooking the special pans. But man, it's just, I'm enjoying being in the crib. Like I miss my friends. I miss going to church, but I'm not even gonna lie. Like I needed to slow down. Like mentally, I feel like my brain is on 100 all the time. And I know you're a very creative person as well. And you always got a lot of ideas. So sometimes it's good to be able to have a moment to sit with all this stuff going on in your head. So
it's been refreshing. I feel like because I've been home for a month. Okay. We like when we first found out that it hit Vegas, our general manager was like, "Everybody go home. Get your computers. Y'all go home." So I've been home for
hype.
Man, to roll out of bed and have sweatpants on. And not look, I haven't shaved my head in a minute.
Live your life. I got braids. I don't even really wear braids, but I have braids because I'm like, I'm gonna be home. I'm not doing like shower, throw on a hoodie, throw on a pair of leggings. I'm not joking. I'm loving it. And I look forward to being out, you know, and being able to like congregate with people and hang out. I look forward to being able to perform again, but I needed a minute to gather myself. So like,
it feels good to just unplug, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like what you said, when you have such a creative mind, you're always going. Your mind is always on. So the fact that you can now just kind of take a step back and, you know, over and just look at everything and it kind of allows you to prioritize. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like what I've been doing is like I got a book. It's right here. I keep it by my computer all the time. A composition book, and any idea that I come up with, I just
Write it
write it
down.
down, and I kind of just like map out how I can get it done. That's where this came from. Like I
Yeah.
was like, there's so many people out there that I could talk to. There's so many people that are just kind of at the house chilling, and that do have those creative minds, and just want
Right.
to see what everybody's up to, man. And it kind of keeps it. It allows me to connect with people that I haven't talked to in a minute too. You
Yeah,
know what I
like
mean?
I mean, we text here and there, but
Right.
we used to be together all the time. So
All the time. Like I
and
don't
it's
think people.
crazy. Like it's great. It's beautiful. It's life. You know, once you
Right.
get married and you have kids, like, and your kids are getting older, like careers are happening and all of that. Like it's beautiful, but it's just kind of dope to catch up with people because I'm like reminiscing a couple weeks ago. Like man, like we really
Bam. Every weekend.
memories upon memories and like you said, you were only here for 2 years, so we like created a lot of really fun and dope memories. We were going to Vegas together, like we were traveling together.
Let's see,
Like we
we
had
did
like
Vegas,
a crazy bond.
Chicago,
Yeah.
and then
Hitting it.
me and Rena met y'all in LA.
Yep.
It's been like, listen, man, and that's what I tell, because like people ask, you lived in South Bend? I'm like, what y'all don't get is, man, South Bend was probably the dopest city that I've lived in.
Try to
And
tell people. I always try to tell my friends, especially when I travel out of town. I'm like, you gotta come visit. Like even if
Right.
it's just one time, just come for a weekend. Like, cause it's not even that the city is just so immaculate and like, it's not Chicago. Like you're not
Right.
gonna have crazy downtown. But I'm like, if you know the right people and you are in with a good vibe and a good crowd, like you're gonna have a good. I always tell people you're gonna have the best time. Like
Facts.
all of my friends that have come and visited, even if they came to this day, like they still talk about that. Like we still talk about so many experiences that we have here because it's so laid back. It's such a laid back city. You kind of have to
Right.
create
Right.
your fun. So in that, we've learned how to be I feel like we're great hosts here. We have like great hospitality.
Facts.
Better hospitality in the north. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'll leave you with this. Highlight one of my favorite moments as a group was at your album release party.
Oh my God. You and Kara hosted.
We hosted, right? I found this picture. I'm gonna have to send it to you. It was all of us. And Jay was in the picture and you had your tank top on. You remember your tank top?
Yes.
So,
I still have all those pictures too. I got them on a hard drive, dude. Like that was low key crazy because you were a part of something monumental. Like you were in my life when I dropped my first project.
Yep.
You hosted my first. I never done a concert before that day. Like,
are you serious? That was your first one?
That was my first concert. I had never done a concert like with my.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
I didn't know that.
So that was just like a crazy, like even thinking back on that day, it was a crazy, crazy experience. But I do remember that shirt with Gary Coleman.
Yeah.
I low-key have that image. I'm gonna put it on a sweatshirt, on a crew neck sweatshirt.
Like it's just moments like that, man. And you know, and I think I've told you this before, man. I appreciate the whole family, man. Like when I was there, I didn't know nobody. I moved to South Bend and I knew nobody. I knew Jay because he came down to Arkansas and preached at church.
Yeah.
And that was it. And I just saw him preach and I was like, oh, he was amazing. But like after that, I knew nobody in South Bend. I knew my cousin. She went to Notre Dame in like the late 80s, early 90s.
In the 80s.
That's the only thing I knew about South Bend. I was like, oh, it's just Notre Dame. That's it. But as soon as I got there, man, we all linked up and it was just like fam ever since.
Dude, I remember when you started coming to church and like all the women in the church are like,
and we ain't gonna talk about that. My wife's in the other room. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Like, who is that? That was back, before people knew who you were. And then you were like, you're engaged. You did say that firsthand, like I'm engaged. So she needs to hear that because you told us that off the top. Like, yeah, I'm engaged.
I think one of the funniest moments when I joined the church, Jay had me up there. And he was like, now, ladies, back up because he's engaged. And you just saw that everybody in the crowd go.
All their shoulders dropped. Yo, man,
That's
listen,
crazy,
we
man.
have some serious memories. I low key like, bro, I have so many videos from past and
Listen,
just
man.
like pictures of us just hanging out. Like you said, we went out in Chicago a couple times, like, and it's just cool because like, you know, our family feels like your family. My mom and dad, everybody, like my dad
That's my
adores
guy.
you, like.
That's my guy, man. That's my
Like
guy.
literally, like it's just certain people that come around and like they just connect. You know what I'm saying? It's like family forever. Like you literally stuck with us, like regardless. So
I don't look at it
I
as a
came to your
stunt. Like,
wedding. I
look,
came to your wedding.
I
I
I
drove to
know,
your
right?
wedding,
You
like
drove
$800.
down to Arkansas to come to our wedding, yo, which is insane. But no, look, I look at it like this: you, Mill, Jay, you know, your mom, your dad. I don't look at it as a stuck. Now, Kara, I'm stuck with Kara.
Kara, I'm unfortunately stuck with her,
Yeah.
but that's hilarious, dude. Like we
Nah,
love
but
y'all. For real. I miss you guys.
you know what, man? We love you too, and you know that. And as soon as all this is blows over, and you know everything is back to normal, we all got to link up. Look.
Hey.
Last question. Last question. I'll let you go.
No, okay.
What is your favorite city to visit? Because you go everywhere. You've been everywhere. What is your favorite city to visit? Am I
Man.
gonna get you in trouble for this?
No, you're not gonna get me in trouble for this, but I'm just trying to think. Whew, let's see. So I really, it's hard because I have so many great memories in New York.
Right.
I really do. Like every time I go to New York, it's great usually. Like I always have a great time. But man, I really enjoy Dallas. Like I really
Okay.
enjoy going to Dallas. It's just one of those cities that the music scene, the art scene, the vibe there, I just love it. I low-key was telling my friend from Dallas, I'm like, I just recently found out that my mom's whole like side is from Texas and I didn't know that.
Really?
Like no wonder, like I feel like my brother said
Yeah.
the same thing, YPJ. He's like, man, every time we go to Texas, I just feel like a connection. I'm like, that's because our roots are from Texas. So I really enjoy
Oh.
Dallas, but it's somewhere that I just always have, whether it's like business related
Mhm.
or just hanging with DW and like
Yeah.
having all these crazy memories and shows we've done. I just feel like New York has always been like a special place every time I go there. Like it's something special happens every time. So
Well,
yeah, man.
Mick, I appreciate you. I appreciate
I
your
appreciate
time.
you, bro.
You know, I love you. You know that. Let the
I
people
love
know
you
where they
more.
can find you. Where can they find you? All the socials.
MickiMillerMusic.com. MickiMillerMusic.com. I'm on Instagram, uh, Twitter. So you can reach me at Micki_Miller on Instagram and Twitter. I'm on Facebook. But typically Instagram is a great way to hit me up because I'll typically reach back that way. But yeah, check out the music. All the music is on my site. I'll be dropping new music soon. I got a really dope feature coming out soon that I think a lot of music people and musicians will enjoy. So I'm really hyped. Like, I'm just taking my time with it, but I definitely will have some music soon. And Big C, I'm gonna be hitting you up.
Listen,
So
man.
we can get this radio interlude.
My radio voice is ready for you, sis.
Part
Whatever
two.
you need.
Part 2. I love you, man. Tell Kamisha I love her.
I
Give
love you
your
too.
mom, your dad, Karina, like give them my love.
I will, man. You do the same. You tell everybody I said hello. Give your pops
I
a big
will.
hug for me, your moms too.
You know, I miss you guys. I can't wait to see what you guys do. I know you got like YouTube channels and you're working and you're doing radio, but like I'm super duper proud of you. Like all the stuff that you're doing and going to do, like I'm always hyped to see you doing what you're doing. So I'm grateful to be your friend. I'm so happy.
Nah, you know, man, I'm proud of you too, sis. Like it's crazy to see from album 1 to where you are now, just the growth as an artist, but like digging deeper, the person that you're becoming and the person that you are.
Thank you, man.
You know,
I'm just trying to like do something good before I leave here.
And you are, man. Listen, yo, you're such an inspiration to a lot. I didn't touch on it, but that Micki Miller ensemble joint is amazing.
Oh my God, that's just a whole nother story, man.
Yo, we're gonna have to. That's gonna be part 2. We'll circle back to that one, but
yeah, we gotta do like when this quarantine is over, we gotta do like a real life sit down and
I'm down for it, man.
Talk for a little bit. We can interview each other.
I'm down for it. Let's do it, man.
Man, I hope you guys enjoyed that one-on-one. Micki is up to some amazing stuff, so make sure you guys hit those links and check her out. And while you're at it, make sure you follow your boy too, man, at I am Big C on Twitter and Instagram. And I'm gonna holler at y'all next week when I talk to my dude, my brother from another, DJ Mac, man. I love each and every one of y'all. Want you guys to have a blessed week. Go hug somebody. Tell them that you love them. 2 fingers in the air. Peace. I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man. Y'all be good and be safe.